Okay, in this quest, we are going to do the first alignment quest for the good alignment. I have 4 characters. Here's the guideline we're going to follow. This is from mudinfo.net. Several different compiled ways to do this. We'll do the most brief one, 8 steps here. You can see we have to go to Wounded Messenger in Silvermere, Guildmaster Silvermere, Wounded Messenger, Chancellor Nora, not too far away. Then we have to get to Marcus. That's going to be the long, not hard, but long part. Depending on your party, it may be hard. And then ask Chancellor Nora return, get 150,000 experience as his old version of this, and the white gold Questor ring. Alright, so here we're at the Wounded Messenger. Let's check out our characters before we get started. We're all level 10, 2 11s actually. We've got All King. We have a Gypsy, Thief, Missionary, and Priest. We have our questers, which should make this easy. We'll go ahead and get the quest started. Mission. And we've all done it. Now we'll go to the Guildmaster. Turn off sneaks just because it's going to take a while longer if I keep that on for now. And we're going to ask Guild Messenger. Okay, we've all asked for it. Go back to the Wounded Messenger. Guildmaster. Accept. Okay. So next we go to Chancellor Nora. Let's make sure we have enough money. We'll go ahead and share. Let's see. Who's got gold to share? He does. Alright. Now I've got enough money. Let's go to Chancellor Nora. She's in the Rocky Trail. She's going to be the main quest giver, just like the Grey Lord is the neutral quest giver for neutrals. She's for good. And in fact, you interact with her on the neutral ones as well. At least the first neutral. I'm not sure about the others. I'd have to look it up. Definitely not the second. Just go ahead and preemptively share some gold around here. Alright, so after Chancellor Nora, I will head to Marcus. So that's going to be a long part of this quest, and it's fraught with high damage holding minions, so I'll have to fight through it. Not necessarily high damage, but they do hold. Fortunately, I have minor healing, and we'll do major healing setup as well. I do have major healing on this guy, right? Not yet. Okay, so we'll just keep it at minor healing. Hopefully that's good enough. Everybody's attacking, everybody's got their questers, so it should be no problem actually. All right, here we are. Accept. Okay, that's not the right letter. Letter. Okay. So it's actually incorrect on the MUD info form, which is good to know. All right, so at this point, I will go ahead and head to the Dragon's Teeth Hills for Commander Marcus. 415 rooms, not too interesting. I'll just let it play out, and I will go ahead and be muted while this goes. Should be 20-30 minutes.
So that means, in my mind, that's tell us, you know.
I'm reading your comment verbatim. Sorry.
Oh, it says control.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I did say that then. If you're reading it verbatim.
Hey Ray, thanks for hopping on. Okay, back to the confetti in a moment. So real quick, registration flow. Just wanted to confirm. So Ray, you're mentioning that the email, so once they enter their stuff, great, confirm your email address. So is this step not needed then? Yeah. Okay. But is there action needed by the caretaker to go into their email and click something? Right. Or they log in manually, right? Why would the URL be different? Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so Ray, that was my understanding from what Kidambe said was that they have to log in. There's like they have to log in in order to access the dashboard, right? Like period. It's obviously like not a I don't understand what is trying to be accomplished by only by like hiding the login page from them, you know. Okay. I thought that we were doing the email confirmation because that was required because we're asking them for all this PII. Yeah, it's either secure or it's not. Like, and this is not. Huh.
Yep.
So then, is there any point at all in us asking them to confirm their email if it's not technically a requirement? Oh God, what the hell?
This is kind of the dumbest registration process.
That's a very nice way to put it, Carol.
Happening? It's like the Twilight Zone.
Saying what we all want to say.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess it's still open, and we're going to talk more about registration tomorrow when we regroup with them to continue grooming stories that we didn't get to. So I guess for the time being, is there other stuff, Carol, that you can kind of pick up while this is on hold?
Yeah, I can still just finish out the styling and everything, and then that's probably gonna take me through the end of the day anyway.
Okay, so I guess that's what we can do for now. That being said, Ray, tomorrow you're out, Friday you're out. Is that conversation tomorrow kind of picking up where the grooming left off on site? Is that something that Raymond is good to go, or is that a risk with you there? Oh, did not know that. No one mentioned that this morning. Huh. Well, even yeah.
Yeah, Maggie
Okay.
didn't bring it up today in the stand up.
Right. Okay. Then we'll just delay everything for a week. I'm gonna stalk his calendar as I can. He is out of office, so he will not. But he accepted it.
Yeah. I know Maggie mentioned that there's some more feedback coming on the UX later sometime.
Yep.
So I know there's some open-ended issues. Should I continue to try to link the wires to the stories? Because if it's gonna have to get changed as someone just redoing the work, so to speak. So I mean, I don't mind continuing, but just want to get the team's thoughts.
Yeah, I mean the URLs won't change, right, Chris? Isn't that accurate?
I believe that's accurate.
Yeah, I'm mainly talking about the acceptance criteria because I've been updating that based on the new wires, and that's like just the issue with the Gmail confirmation thing.
Yeah.
Small stuff like that. So I can continue to keep pushing forward or hold off until we get final approval from Pearson. I think that's supposed to happen on Friday, I think, right? Or up to you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll wait till we get the feedback. Depending on the feedback, we might need to actually talk with them or be able to get sign off on things. So I guess with that being said, don't worry about anything additional acceptance criteria and wireframe, connection wise, until we get that. So yeah, so hang tight on that.
Okay. Also, just a really quick point. The point about having confirmations in the Slack channel is actually, a valid point. I can add a separate tab for any decisions or something that are just like we were discussing about the Gmail tab thing. There is a possibility that a lot of times the chats may have been missed by myself personally. So would it be valuable for me to create a separate space on the actual workbook for things like this?
Like decisions made kind of thing.
Right. Just asking if it would be beneficial for the team just so nothing falls through the cracks.
Yeah, it can't hurt. I mean, the point I was making is like, I would hope that no one would rattle off like ABC has changed, and then whoever is responsible for acknowledging that doesn't acknowledge that. I would hope
Sure.
that there would be, if I toss a ball to you, you catch it kind of thing.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, like I said, the chats are always there, but just because there's weeks and weeks of chat, so if I need to reference something, going back, it's a bit of a pain. So,
Gotcha.
okay, so we'll just leave it as it is right now. Then I won't put another tab. We'll just try to be more efficient.
Well, I guess, is there something in the story itself that you could log it instead of adding another tab?
Yeah, I can put that in. I guess in one of the notes columns. I can document it. Like right now, I basically just updated that on the Gmail tab thing on story 31.
Sorry, no, thanks, Ray.
Okay, so as you saw, I had 2 people drop with a room with 2 ink kegs. I wasn't even running past them, but they have pretty high damage. They can do some damage, and it's consistent, so it's hard to keep on top of it. And if there's 2 of them in a room, they could easily take you out in a couple rounds, even with 2 healers. I don't have major healing set up yet, so that may have helped, but I have low armor on each of these guys, so they're going to hit me almost every round. So what I had to do was finish them off. Fortunately, I had 2 people still up. Neither of my healers, of course, but I was able to take them out, and then I could bring the rest of the people back in and revive them. And trekking on, 260 rooms. Hopefully that was the last hard room. We'll see. Alright, 236 rooms. This is going a lot slower than I would have hoped, but that's what you get when you have low-level characters. No tanks. Tanks rule the early game. When you have no damage, you can at least survive. Another NCAG room. Should be okay this time. I'm going to set the missionary to heal at 75. Just because we have a priest who has more mana and mana regen than the missionary, so he should be the first to do these heals. So I'm getting the case where it's not actually casting. It's not using my light ball once I cast Illuminate. My other team members have. Ooh, another hard room. Oh, great. 3 NCAGs. Holy cow. This might be a problem. Wonder if I can get on top of this problem here. Out of mana too. I'm gonna try and lure him away 1 room. Shoot. This could be bad. Okay, so we got 2 now. Alright, so I should be able to take out 2, hopefully. Sorry for the blast there. I'm going to get this one ready to come back in. Man, it's just NCAGs all over the place here. Was there 4 at some point? 3 and 1 came in. Man, this is ridiculous. So I have to finish these, revive my missionary, and let him heal up, because both my healers are down again. Go back, clear this room, and there's probably going to be regen that happens. And take that out, and then revive the priest. This is taking a while, suffice it to say. So I have to wait for 14 health to come back. Fortunately, I think the mana will regen at the same time. But it's still going to be a while. See if I can selectively backstab this dude here. Take him out. Okay, this may have been a mistake. I'm going to hang him just in case. What I'm trying to do is get them both up and healing at the same time, because the priest is closer. I want to clear that priest room. I'll get him ready to come back in. Yeah, not long now. Sure, I'm not doing very much damage here. Bring in the priest and aid him. Okay. Now we just have to heal up, and then we can continue. Hopefully nothing spawns here while while this is happening. What a pain this is. Still 227 rooms. Hopefully this doesn't happen much more. Although we will have to face it on the way back at least. Okay, I'm hearing people around me, which is bad. If they enter, I'm going to have to hide. Shit. Pardon my language. No, what's going on? This is way harder than it should be. Priest is so close here. Come on, priest. 3 more ticks. Once it hits 1, then I can start healing. 2 more ticks. The problem is I have 3 leather wares and 1 cloth wear. It's just hard to soak any damage. Come on, 2 more ticks. Alright, 1 more. I'm really worried that these things just roam into here. They're seeming extra active right now, so probably going to peek around. I think if you look in that room, it encourages them to come in. I'm not positive on that, but alright. So I might get the missionary up too. Alright. So now these guys are ready to join the party. We can start healing up again and then be on our way. So that took even longer than the last time just because both of these guys are dropped. Last time he had low health when he disconnected. So there's an argument to setting the hang up below to a little higher, just because I might be able to survive. I'm going to leave it for now. Alright, a couple more heals on him. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So there's one thing with MajorMUD you can do, which is Control-Alt-D. It gives you a debug. Man, another 3 room. It could say why it's waiting. Okay, so I got 2 here. I'm still going to get dropped, I think. And they're still roaming around me. Okay, I may be able to manage this one. They're just loving me. Okay, looks like I was able to manage that one, which is good. Got a little luckier. Need to get through these egg kegs, man. So sometimes it gets stuck waiting and not knowing why. In this case, it's got low health. Usually the status is pretty good on the bottom, telling you why it's waiting, but sometimes it does get stuck. Alright, I want to see if I can sneak past. Shoot, we got one guy stuck. Okay, this is a problem. Shit. Okay, well, he's still up. Maybe okay. This is just ridiculous. How's the regen killing me so bad here? And they're just constantly all around me, too. I'm not doing any damage. This may be one I have to retry when I get a little higher level, just because. Or bring a bigger guy with me. So usually you want a tank to hit last, because whoever hits last determines who they target in some cases. It's also if you front rank, you get different target priority. I'm not sure how the algorithm works exactly, but hitting last does factor into it. You can see I'm sharing the damage by hitting last with Thief now. And that's typically why Mega has a attack last in party ability as well. So you can set that for the tank and just leave it. Okay, sounds like I was able to manage this. A little harder than it had to be, but I got there. Hope I'm out of this stone tunnel soon. I think egg kegs are really the only thing going to give me trouble, but this is quite a bit of trouble. Third time. Okay, let's bring you back in. Okay. Picking up where I left off. Let's try this again. Part of this also might be happening because I'm using sort of off-meta races for early game. Typically, you'd not use Kang for sneaking classes. I like them for late game because they have high strength and they can do more damage as we proceed here. But yeah, early game is definitely a struggle. Can't sneak, can't backstab, and those are things you rely on for Gypsy, for Thief, for Missionary. Also, some of the other classes give you crits early game, which is good. And night vision, yeah, there's just a lot of reasons to use other classes early game. But again, I'm aiming for late game here. I'll try to split the damage a little bit, see if I can survive proactively. And this is not going so hot. As long as the third one doesn't come in, I should be okay. Who's got the highest priest? We need those crits. Could have also gotten healing rain. That would have made this easier, I bet, especially when we're splitting damage like this. So again, what I was going to say is it says party wait on the missionary. Missionary doesn't know why it's waiting. So if we could check the status, sometimes it'll say. In fact, it looks like it fixed itself. But sometimes you just have to close Mega. It gets confused as to why it's waiting. You can make it do add OK. Sometimes it'll forget to tell you it's OK. But some cases it just really thinks it's stuck still for some reason. Missionary is out of mana here, which may be a problem. I'm trying to get past these Ankegs, and man, they just keep bringing in more. Trying to split the damage again. Only 208 more rooms, but yeah, I think I'm out of the stone tunnels fairly soon. That seems to be what's holding me up here. Carrion crawlers, no big deal there. Okay, maybe past the hard part. Missionary's actually getting some mana back. Mermex hunters can poison, although don't really care with Kangs. They can also stick us, hold us. I wonder if this will actually be a problem. So the poison they do decreases your stats, which is the most annoying thing about it. As a king, I guess. As other classes, you have to worry about taking damage over time. Check out the Mermex Hunter and the poison they cast. $150 health. Again, they're casting this Mermex poison. 60 rounds. I have to wait. It's got intel -5, strength -5, agility -5. So that's kind of a beast of a spell. High percent chance too. Mega will wait just because it thinks you're inconvenienced. It looks like it is doing damage to me too. I guess I'm not immune to that one as Kang. So poison is not doing damage, it's the damage that's doing damage. That's kind of weird. Whatever. As a witch hunter, you want to get the chitin armor, black chitin, everything. It's great at low levels, up to level 30 or something. So you have to quest over here to get that. Oh, I'm not the only one who has poison. Who else has it? Man. Okay, moving along. All right, somebody's blinded. No, here we go. Come on, backstabs. There we got 2. It's not bad. At some point soon, I'm hoping to get all 3 in here, and that should round a lot of characters, a lot of enemies. That's the goal with the 3 sneakers. Am I really poisoned again? Oh my god. I'm gonna see if I can just proceed here. I can't wait another 60 rounds. That's what, 4 minutes or something? Might as well be moving, especially if there's no hard mobs in the way. Oh man. Okay, this could be a problem. Gotta get the ink head out. Okay, now we can share damage more effectively. Alright, I think we're past the hard part. There's another ink keg? Man. We need to set it up so we're attacking the same target. I think that's part of the issue. Now we'll share damage and this should be no issue. So let's see, there should be a setting in party. Attack with other members of attack is selected. So for some reason it's not quite doing that. Okay, so I'm going to get going here. You can't move, huh? Freaking liar. Heal then. Gosh. Mega's really getting on my nerves right now. Alright, so I think I'm ready to proceed. You know, these hunters just take forever. If they get you with that poison, you wait up to 4 minutes for it to finish. I'm not dodging anything basically, so every time I see one, it stops me. No. False. Okay, these are each easier to kill, I think. If I'm going to be waiting for the poison to die out, I might as well be taking forever to kill something while I'm doing it. Hopefully I'm moving again. One thing about the low chance of sneakers and the sneaking classes with low agility, like I've set up here, you can do the perfect stealth at a certain level, and that makes it so your sneaking is almost 100%, even if you have low stealth, low agility, and that basically makes these. It's a counter to whatever issue we're experiencing now, so that's a good way to go. Another big room here. Man. All right. 113 rooms. A few more of these 3-gen rooms, and I'm gonna go crazy, I think. Fortunately, nobody has dropped in a while. We've had 3 times where people have dropped. That just delays everything. Alright. Sounds like we're managing this. Umber Hulk has confuse. It's interesting. I've never had that been a problem before. Let's see. So 4% chance. Wow, and it got me. It's 25% confused. So if you press enter 4 times, one of them it's going to say you fumble. On average. Wow, another 4%. This is just not my quest, huh? Okay. I don't know what he's saying. Oh, it's got the poison, that's why. Now the priest is saying it. Everybody's got the poison. Hundred rooms. Let's see if we can get through this here. Another NK. Hey, welcome to the party. Split some damage. Heavily wounded. Okay, hey, we got through it. More Mermex Hunters. 101 rooms left. This is going a bit longer than I expected. It said 20-30 minutes, but I didn't expect everything to give me trouble here. Alright, you are not waiting. Every time I fight in Mermex Hunter, he brings in an ACAG. I mean, I didn't add any regen. And I don't remember having this much trouble getting through these before, so for some reason they notice that I'm low level and weak, and they just jump on me. That can happen. Sometimes quests are harder than they seem. All right. Heal yourself. Thank you. Another NCAG. You see what's happening every time a Mermex Hunter comes in, an NCAG comes in. I don't think there's anything they do, which is, oh my god, another monster enters. If we look at Mermex Hunter, they don't have a way to summon an NCAG. It just, something about the regen in this area seems to be broken. There's no room spell, there's no spell they can cast. NCAG just likes to appear whenever I'm held. So I'm not getting very far very fast. Of course we all have poison, right? He doesn't, he does. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I mean, it's like every room on the way is giving me trouble. I'm going to have to fight the same stuff on the way back. This is not a very interesting video to watch. Suffice it to say, where's my quests? Let me find the quest window. Suffice it to say, you know, this is the step there. Have to ask Marcus letter and then go back to Nora for the 150k. So it's not a whole lot involved left. It's just a lot of trying to get through these rooms. Can't exactly sneak because they'll hold you. Both the Mermex and the NCAGs will hold you. They may do other things to you, like poison you, which will lower your stats, make you easier to hit. And I only have 3 sneakers in the party anyway, so they could always do it to priest, and it's high accuracy because I have low armor. So suffice it to say, I'm just going to turn the video off at this point. Check the neutral quest for an easier way to get out here if you have higher armor. Doesn't take too long. Nothing bugs you. But that's it for this quest. Again, at the end, we'll get the white gold ring. We could check that out. Whoops, wrong one. White gold ring is the highest of the armor for the Questers. It gives you 2 and /0.5. Gives you HP regen just like the other ones. Gives you dodge also, which is nice for these backstabbers and low armor classes. You have to be good, of course. So really good ring. Again, if you're going for highest armor like Paladin can, often they'll go good just to get this for the extra 1 AC. But that's it. Again, every room seems to be slowing me up here. This might be a 3-hour quest after all said and done, so I won't record the whole thing. But suffice it to say, this group will do it. It just take time. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Hopefully it'll go a little more smoothly. And catch you then. Thanks.